Hello everyone and welcome back. I know I didn't post anything last week because I took a bit of a break just to clear my head and to play around a little bit with other stuff, and I am back with more content. As you can see, I'm starting with the Yahaha thing. I'm working on the next part of my solarpunk level, and speaking of solarpunk, the first part is obviously solar, so what we are going to need are some solar panels, and what I'm currently playing around with is a simple move component which I am editing so that I have a in the end I will have a functioning solar panel flower, and this is what I'm currently setting up. A few pieces integrating in each other, which are triggered by stepping on the greater or on or at the greater platform. And as you can see, I'm playing a lot. I'm testing this a lot in the actual game, and as you can see, this works quite well, quite as I want. I'm basically what I first wanted is two extending pieces which move after each other, so I had to time this right. This was the main thing that I worked with in timing. Right now I'm playing around with the textures on top, and I decided to go for a bit of a bronze or brass look, which is a which is what I'm going for this way. It looks a little bit like rust, which is also good, and right there I'm looking for the actual correct for the right texture and for the right color of texture for the actual solar panel. As you can see, there's also a little bit of a glowing effect on the texture of the moving parts, which is really cool because this is actually what I wanted, kind of. And this is where the interesting stuff begins, because I try to play around with the revolve and the rotate thing, and this is really I don't know, this is really not working like I think it is intended. I'm not sure. As you can see, there is kind of a revolve, so revolve kind of does what it is supposed to in a bit. As you can see, if you step on it or not, this is moving, as you can see, in some way, but it's not really moving in the way I want. So I'm using the rotate function first, and the problem is this rotates way too far, and yeah, this is actually a lot of trial and error to just see how can I pose every piece so that it moves or works as intended. And in the end I decided to go for the approach that I did before, and I used not yet, but in the end I decided to go for an empty socket again, an empty box, which is apparently on the origin of the map, so the origin coordinates of the map, right in the middle. It's basically behind the camera right now. There it is. So first off, we're going to move this where we need it, resize it to a smaller shape, so actually have a better idea of what I'm dealing with here. As you can see, I'm just resizing the collider box simply because it is the indicator that I'm working with here. And yeah, this gets basically I'm copy pasting the gameplay component which I had before, just seeing that everything is set up. And here we go for the first test. And as you can see, I'm just have to fiddle around with the right axis here, and now we actually have kind of what we want. This is tilting a little bit to the side, which is not fully intended, so I had to yeah, rearrange the platform. And here comes the actual tedious part, because the rest is just a simple copy and paste. I'm copy and pasting the whole empty box plus plus the panel a few times, and actually refitting this to better fit the whole base of this. And yeah, after copy pasting all of this, I had to manually reset the trigger for everything as well, because one thing that Yahaha doesn't do right now is if I copy paste a trigger with a trigger with an other object, then it doesn't copy paste the trigger like I have it, which means I have to refit every of these. And as you can see, while trying this didn't work, so now I have to basically just do this for every of the things. And the bigger or the fuller your file will be, the longer you will need to scroll and look for these things. But there's a search object or search button at the start right there, so I can actually use that, which I am using in a little bit. Just add some of these set to on start and not on touch by player. So yeah, we're using the search button, the search function now, and now we have it. We almost have it. I wanted this to be better visible, so I decided to add another object. And yeah, it's not that complex. It's a simple ball, and putting this in place, resizing, refitting it, and putting all the object under it, all the panels basically under it. And now we are going for the finished version after setting up the last edits and making sure this is all fitting nicely. Enjoy the finished product, or the finished set piece at least.